Hey guys, Mark here with a new show, Mark's Remarks. New, not really. It's the same as the other show, the Mark's Video Game Vlog, or whatever it was I was calling it. But I wanted it to have a name, and so I kind of talked to my friends, and Aaron came up instantly with, oh, what about Mark's Remarks? And I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious. So that's what we're going with. I'm also going to change how the show mostly works. The episodes were running a little too long, the two that I did, and so I'm giving myself a time limit now. It's now like a 3-minute system where basically I can use those 3 minutes however I want. 1 minute per subject, or like today, there's something I want to talk about for a little bit longer, so it'll be like I'm gonna give it 2 minutes and then 1 minute about the other thing. As you can see, I'm working on my green screen, possibly going to be using it. I have to iron out the details, iron out the green screen a little bit. And I did a test run with it, and it ran really good, and it looks pretty cool. So possibly going to be doing that. We'll see if I can find a more permanent home for it. But for now, I knew that if I started getting all that, I wouldn't be able to have time to shoot a show today, and I hadn't done one in a while, so here it is, doing one, and I hope everybody likes the new format. Intro.
Drop the bass.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is the thing that the internet is just buzzing about, and that is the Nintendo 2DS. Like, I don't know if anybody saw this thing coming. I didn't see it coming. I thought it was a joke. And so I see why they're doing it. I see why they're not doing it. So this is the segment I'm given 2 minutes to talk about. So let's go. In defense against it. We're going to do a defense. In defense, it's definitely going to be cheaper for people to be able to afford it. It's like $40 cheaper. That's always a good thing. Nothing wrong there. The next thing is going to be, parents are always like, oh, the 3D, I'm worried about their kids not, I'm worried about my kids not being able to be able to use the 3D correctly, or it hurting their eyes and stuff like that. Even though there's a little switch with the parental control saying that they can't turn it on, at least they won't have to use that as an excuse. Third thing, it seems solid. It seems like a brick. It's not the clamshell design. It's it seems tough. I know people are thinking the screen is gonna always be exposed now, but we grew up with exposed screens. It's those clamps and stuff that seem to break a lot. Let's see. Most people don't even use the 3D in a 3DS. So for those people, it'll be good to be able to experience these games, and they do look great. Ocarina of Time is there's nothing negative to say about it. It's almost better in every single way on the 3D version because just the frame rate and just how it looks is just a lot better. And the last thing is Nintendo is maybe they're getting smart and they're realizing the Vita's dropping in price. The Wii U is not doing too good, especially come November. They're going to do even worse. Maybe they know that the 3DS they have to ride it home, and so they're going to make it more accessible to get, and so that's good. But then that also leads me to the negatives for it. With the price drop, are they trying to keep relevant? Are they know that they're going down this pipeline of destruction? They know that they're not going to be able to keep up. So are they just being like, okay, fine, we'll give you, we can't give you the 3DS for any cheaper than what it is. So here's the 2DS. Is this just some strain to keep relevant? Could be. Another negative is it's pretty ugly. It looks like a piece of bread. It does. I can't wait to hold one and see what it actually feels like. I don't own a 3DS, and so maybe if I get a couple, $100 laying around, maybe I'll grab one because there is some games that I want to check out, and I don't care about the 3D I've had a 3DS before, and I rarely use the 3D in it. And so the last against I have is, I feel like it's almost a step back. You know, Nintendo's always going forward. Maybe not huge leaps, but it seems like they're always advancing. It seems like they're always getting better. And this is a step back. You know, a lot of people are saying that the Vita, if they got rid of, I think it's the OLED screen, I haven't looked too much into it. If they got rid of it, they'd be able to sell it for a lot cheaper, and they're not doing it. And Nintendo is basically taking that step and saying, you know, if we get rid of these 3D functions, we can make it cheaper. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. And it's a shock that they're not sticking to that original vision of saying, no, this is the 3DS, it's supposed to be 3D. But you know, that plays into the 4s, like, I get it. Definitely longer than 2 minutes, I already know. So let's go ahead and jump into the next thing I was going to talk about. Okay, so this one I was just going to talk about real quick is Final Fantasy X HD is looking amazing, and it's also sounding amazing. Now, I don't know if this warrants a whole segment of a whole show based around this one game, but I loved Final Fantasy X, and this game is looking awesome. And it's funny because I've even said it in a past show, I don't even own a PS3. I borrowed a PS3 to play The Last of Us, and I may borrow a PS3 to play this one. Or if the Gaikai streaming comes to PS4, and that's one of the games you can stream. But let me just show you a quick example. So this is standard edition music. And this is HD music. It sounds and looks amazing. The graphics look awesome, and it looks like they're taking an already great game and just making it better. The nostalgia's there if you want it. Go buy a PS2 and get Final Fantasy X too, or Final Fantasy X for the PlayStation 2. But if you've played this game to death, maxing out all the sphere grids like I have multiple times, and you wanna, it's been years, and you wanna experience it again, it's there, and it looks and sounds great. So that's it for this show, and hopefully you all have everything wired, ironed out by now, or soon, and we'll be able to figure this out. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to watch the rest of our videos and maybe some of the old Mark's Gaming vlogs. I need to sign out. I can't think of anything right now. I'll catch you later.